Why strength matters. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. And when I talk about strength, I'm not saying that you guys have to lift what I lift. You don't have to throw around a 500-pound deadlift, at 47 years old like you see me doing. You don't have to do those things. When I talk about strength, I simply mean the focus on getting stronger as a human being and why this is beneficial to everyone, right? Why does it matter? Because a lot of times people are like, well, I just want to work out to be fit, or I want to work out to look good. I want to look better. I want to feel better. And those are all great goals. And I think you should do those things. Okay. You absolutely should do those things. Those are positive things. But what I want people to think about here is when we think about strength means the production of force against an external object. And when you're younger, it might not seem like as much of a deal till you're in a situation to where, being strong could be helpful. But what we have to remember is that with age, the loss of strength really, really becomes a big deal. Okay. And I'll get to in a minute how it affects your physique if you're a natural lifter. It is actually kind of important to have some progressive overload and get stronger. But when you think about those other big deals, all right, when we start to age, little things like getting up or down out of bed, getting up off the toilet, getting up out of a couch, right? People will laugh at that and say, those aren't a big deal, but they are. That's a display of strength, isn't it? Okay, and how many times out there do some of you watch people that you know who they're starting to get a little older and they struggle with those things. They struggle to get up off the toilet. All right? Think about that for a moment, the impact of that on the quality of life. The struggle to even stand up from sitting down off a couch, off of a chair, off the toilet seat, that's kind of a big deal. So when you look at little stuff like that and someone says, oh, I don't care about strength doesn't matter, I would say, strength matters a lot. And over time, if you're deficient in strength, you're going to really, really notice it. You're going to notice it a lot. All right. And if you've ever been in a number of situations, I don't necessarily mean, a physical conflict. So I don't want to go there. I don't want to say, oh, if you just get strong, you'll be great. And if that's not what I'm saying. So let's skip stuff like that. But what about other emergency type situations to where you get pushed down, you get knocked down, you fall down, have to catch yourself, catch your balance. Something falls on somebody. Something falls over on you. Okay, strength is kind of a big deal at that point. Okay, what about if you're just moving some furniture in your house? What happens if the mattress or the dresser or something you're trying to move if someone else falls? The couch falls. I've seen people, in fact, a cousin of mine, this happened to him a number of years back. He was just moving a couch in his house. He was in his 30s at that point. He wasn't super old. He was moving a couch in his house and it slipped. And because he wasn't strong enough, he got a serious injury and he actually tore a tendon. That the doctor actually did have to repair. Okay, moving a couch. It tore a tendon. And you got to look at that and go, man, had he just been working out and strength training a little bit, would that have happened? I'm not saying it 100% wouldn't have, but these sort of things start to really matter a lot. Okay, what about not just tears like that, but what about bones? Being strong improves bone density. It makes it harder for you to get hurt. It makes it harder for your bones to break in accidents. Okay? And when they do break, they can heal a little faster due to having better bone densities and things. And again, that matters even when you're young. What about as you get older? Step back and look at the statistics on that. Once you're over 55 or over 60 and you fracture a hip, anybody know what the survival rate is on that? Do you know that the majority of people are dead within 3 years if that happens? Because once you have a major break and a little bit of osteoporosis kicks in and things break easier, your bones get a little brittle, what happens? Once something breaks, everything is downhill. Once something like a hip fracture happens, you become sedentary. And if you were reasonably healthy, your health deteriorates at that point. Strength training prevents this. Like, strength training can literally delay or almost completely stop osteoporosis for decades. Right? So we're not just talking about even the living longer, we're talking about the quality of life. Being vibrant for your entire life. And those old age, it matters, but it also matters when you're younger. Just being more resistant to the injuries, being more confident in a variety of situations. Because you were physically stronger, because you were physically more confident. Okay? You are more likely to be okay when put into situations in which your body might be banged or battered. And it doesn't matter whether it's a conflict with another person or a conflict with an object. And that latter is actually probably more likely. Everyone likes to bring up the other stuff of, well, if you get in a fight. No, honestly, you're way more likely to really get hurt by an object than, a random stranger getting in a fight with you. Okay? Objects can beat you up pretty bad, can't they? Mattresses, furniture, car falling off a bike, getting hit by a vehicle, right? Being strong makes you resistant to those things. Then we come all the way over to the other end, the physique. If you are not using stuff, you are a truly natural drug-free lifter. Mechanical tension matters a lot for building muscle. I'm not saying that getting strong is going to be the be-all, end-all there, because it obviously isn't. But it will matter. It will affect the quality of your musculature. It will affect things like muscle density. Okay, a number of even researchers and experts have kind of noted there is some truth to that. Those who can lift heavier and are stronger, they tend to look a little denser. That muscle maturity look that people think about. Then we come over to, if you're stronger and you can apply more tension to muscles, and especially progressive overload, it's just easier to gain muscle in general. Right? So in that context, strength matters. Strength matters. Okay, so it can affect your physique. It can affect your ability to survive physical ordeals that come up, unexpected, that you were not expecting to happen, accidents, falls. Okay? And then at the most extreme end, with age, it will literally affect your quality of life day to day, doing small things that you take for granted when you're 20. So yes, strength matters. Strength absolutely matters, and I will always be passionate about that. Even when I'm doing stuff like pursuing physique stuff, I want to always remind people strength is important and it does matter.